Luxury automakers know that there is a market for taking a fairly basic vehicle and filling it up with luxury items. A very nice ride for a certain type of customer. And that's what we have here. The Acura ADX for 2025. Get in. This is Family Wheels. The backdrop for today's opening is world-famous Granville Island overlooking Falls Creek in Vancouver, or across the creek at Fisherman's Wharf. Give us a visit someday, but right now I have a small request. Give Family Wheels a like. Your likes help keep this channel going. While you're doing that, subscribe and click the little bell for notifications. Thoughts about a vehicle? Leave a comment. And thanks for watching Family Wheels. Look at some of the other brands. The BMW X1, the Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, CLA, the Lincoln Corsair. They're all in there fighting for a piece of the market. Motorists who want to have a luxury nameplate, a luxury feel, but may not have the amount of money to buy a higher spec. This vehicle is based on the HR-V from Honda, but it is very different. It looks different. It's got that lovely Acura grille. Inside, of course, it's much more luxurious. It's got a completely different drivetrain. This has a 1.5-liter Turbo 4, 190 horsepower, and that is a lot more than the naturally aspirated 2-liter that is in the HR-V. Yet the 190 horsepower of the ADX comes up short compared to most of its rivals. It has 6 more HP than the Audi Q3 and 6 fewer than the UX 300h from Lexus, but the gap grows much wider versus BMW, Mercedes, and Lincoln. Let's take the ADX up one of Vancouver's steeper hills. Well, it wasn't thrilling, but there was a decent amount of pep. Here in everyday roughness on the road, it's just exemplary. It just does not feel as small as it is. Nice smooth ride in this vehicle, truly a luxury ride as well. Let's take the ADX down our neighborhood bumpy road, put it to the test. Potholes, patches, speed bumps. You know, considering that this is quite a small vehicle, the ride is just lovely over this rough stuff. Also, good damping of the sounds of hitting the bumps. So let's check the handling of the ADX through a series of bends. Do it in sport mode. Oh, by golly, it's sportier than I expected, and yet the ride was really comfortable, even over those railway tracks back there, so nice job, Acura. Speaking of handling, although front-wheel drive versions of the ADX are available in the United States, not Canada, $2,000 less, I think it's worth the money. All-wheel drive improves your handling, and it's not just for snow, if you're living in the Sunbelt states. Those occasional rainy days, all-wheel drive helps as well. Well, let's get the feel of the brakes. Not a panic stop here, but we're coming down from 70 kilometers an hour, the low 40-mile-an-hour range. Really substantial braking power there. I would like more pedal feel. It's just slightly on the numb side, but they're not grabby, they're not mushy, and they really slow this thing down. The base ADX comes with quite a lot, really. A moonroof, power tailgate, 18-inch wheels, a 9-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Alexa, wireless charger. They're important to everyday driving. The first is the parking brake. It does not come on automatically, either when you put it in park and or shut the engine off. It has to be applied manually. The trend is to the automatic application of parking brake these days. The second one is, of all things, the cup holder. It's absolutely huge. Well, I know there's a trend to larger and larger vessels that you put in the cup holder. This one feels about as deep as a well. However, the holding mechanism inside hasn't been changed to accommodate smaller, i.e. what I call normal, like a 20-ounce mug, travel mug like this. And so it rattles around quite a bit. I've had to stuff it in the side door to keep it from rattling. Heated steering wheel Very common in Canada, apparently less so in the United States in the world of Honda Acura. In order to get a heated steering wheel on the ADX in the US, you have to take the A-Spec with advanced package. And here's a criticism about something that is not important to most people in cars, the AM radio. For some time now, the Honda Motor Company has equipped its vehicles with an infotainment system that is fine, except for the worst AM radio I've ever heard. The content is almost unintelligible, weak and buried under static. To properly hear AM radio in this car, I stream it from my phone. The manufacturer should just delete it from the next system, or if eventually required by regulation to have AM, then get a better radio. The ADX passes the family wheels child seat test. Behind me, the kind that takes up the most space, rear facing. Up front, well, I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall, 180 centimeters, and there's still a decent amount of room between my knees and the glove box door. There's ample room for 2 adults in the back of the ADX. I've readjusted the front passenger seat to be a lot more comfortable for me, yet here in the back, plenty of knee room. Also, decent headroom, shoulder room, and so forth. The seats in the rear, by the way, are quite comfortable. However, even at this high spec, they are not heated. As far as other niceties, well, we've got 2 USB-C ports back here, the usual HVAC vents. The moonroof, although claimed to be panoramic, really stops about here due to the body design. That's our look at the 2025 Acura ADX, a likable subcompact luxury vehicle. But what do you think? Leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.